I'm here. I'm so glad to be here for another week, episode 5. If you are new here, welcome. This is a knitting podcast. And if you're returning, huge welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I have a lot to go over. It's been a fun and kind of busy week for us. And weekend too. My husband and I both had Friday off, so it's been a nice long weekend where instead of just relaxing, we have stayed super busy and we're not done, and that's fine. We're having a good time. So let's go ahead and jump on into everything. So what I'm wearing, and I'm going to tell you from the start, I have some mixed feelings about this, okay? But let's go over it real quick. This is camisole number 5 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and I'm trying to show you how long it is. It's like my waist is here, so whatever. I have mixed feelings about it. So first, let's talk about the yarn. It's made out of Stroll, Knit Picks Stroll fingering in the color Key Lime. And I love the yarn. I love the color. It's so bright and vibrant, and it's not being blown out. Like, this is truly the color. It is fun. Let's talk about the things I'm not so sure about this fit. So as you can see, it is very low. And like how much, I mean, come on. The tank top I feel like fits really nice. Look at how much extra like side boob you're gonna see with this. And I just did not, I don't know if I did something wrong, but I thought I followed the pattern perfectly. I don't know. I just don't know. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I feel like I have to wear a tank top under it. It might be cute to wear under things, but still it would have to be like stuff that's going to cover out there. So I guess like a button down shirt or something. I don't know. But my intent with it was to be able to wear it in the summer, and I still can. Like, I can wear it over the tank top like I am today. I just don't know, but that's where I'm at. The pattern is really well written, as I think all of theirs are. They are so popular. So the pattern's well written. I love the construction. Like, look at how pretty these like edgings are. I mean, everything about it it's really well written. It's a great pattern. It just, I don't know how I feel about the finished object. So that's where we're at with that. But anyway, let's jump into finished objects. So if you were here last week, you knew this was going to be done. I have finished my summer socks. I called them summer just because the colors are so fun and summery. They're not my summer socks like to wear in the summer, or even the only ones I'm making this summer, because y'all know I make socks constantly. But anyway, I called them summer because look at the colors. Doesn't look like it could be like a beach towel or something. Love it. I love how they came out. I've talked about them, I feel like ad nauseum already, but the 3 colors are all Melizas from Knit Picks, and then this is just undyed Stroll from Knit Picks as well. And I helical knitted these so you can see where the colors all start at the top here. Where's the green? Right there. And that's actually like a bright green. It looks kind of yellow on here, but it's like a neon green. Not the same as this neon green. There it looks really yellow. Anyway, I helical knitted these and did a heel flap and gusset. I do 60 rows for my feet, for my foot portion. I think it was like 41 rows for the leg. Let's say 15. I don't know. It's on my project page for the cuff. Can you tell how sunny it is? Look, my glasses are transitioning to sunglasses because it's so sunny. I'm sitting right in front of a huge window, and I just noticed how dark my glasses just got because I guess that cloud moved from covering the sun up. Anyway, those are my finished socks, my only finished object for this week, but I'm so happy with them. Next up would be our whips. So let's go over the one that y'all have seen that I'm still thrilled with. This is being held in my Nick Knits bag. I sell those on my Etsy shop. We'll have more about that later. And this is the 6th Ave Skater skirt. That is a pattern by the Little Wolf Knits, and it is currently in testing. I am one of her test knitters for this project, and I'm thrilled to be. It's a fantastic group, and we're all making so much progress on these. So let's see how much we have. I guess I should have put a marker on there, but we have added inches. We've added some inches. So this is the waistband here. And I'm to the point now that all my increases are done and I'm just knitting in the round, which is fantastic. I am using 2 different yarns and I'm helical knitting them, and I think they are working out beautifully together. This is going to be a fun skirt. So, not going to talk ad nauseum on this one because I feel like I already have, and honestly, I'm just knitting in the round on it at this point. So, hopefully, either next week or the week after, I don't even know if I can say that. It'll either be the exact same that I've just put some inches on, or I will be wrapping it up. So we'll see. But still thrilled with that project. Absolutely love being part of the test knit. I'm loving these yarns. I'm loving everything about it. Her patterns are so well written. And making this skirt, this will be my first garment for the bottom half of the body. And it has been so fun. I can't wait to put it on my body and see how much I love it, because I already know I'm going to. And she has some pants, she has shorts, she has other skirts, she has dresses. It's just making me want to venture out more, because obviously most of what I make are either socks or garments for the upper body. Obviously accessories and stuff too, but as far as for my body, I haven't done anything for the lower body yet. So I'm so excited to do this, and I'm glad I get to be a part of the test knit too. Yeah, so, and I think that's coming out, I'm not even going to pretend to know because I forget, but anyway, go check out her page and you can see all about when things are coming out. Check out her podcast. It's fantastic, and she will tell you more information. But I am having a blast. My next work in progress, which you just saw a sneak peek of, I had shown you guys, so the blue is the one that was in these socks. And I had shown you guys my other yarn from Expression Fiber Arts, which is this right here. It is stunning. Absolutely love it. And I had shown you how it worked with that blue, and how the blue really brought out all of these teal. It's more of a tealy blue. I think it was called poolside, or I don't think that's what it's called. I don't remember what the name is. But anyway, it brings out all of the little flecks of teal in here. Just like if you did this more orangey peach, it would bring those out. And I just loved how it pulled out the blue. But y'all wait till you see the actual sock. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a sneak preview of it because I threw up a picture. I am doing Summer Lee's, what's it called? The first version was called the Colorwork Cuff Club, and this one's just called Cuff Club Volume 2, because she's not doing all color work this time. She's certainly going to work some in. She already has. But this time she's adding in cables and lace and all kinds of different options, which are so much more up my alley. So, of course, I had to immediately purchase it. The way that Cuff Club works is you do a one-time purchase, and it was maybe $12 or $13, and you get a whole year. For a whole year, you get a new pattern every single month, and you just pay that one price, and then they automatically just update and you get the new patterns. So it's really fun. And instead of having a subscription, which I'm part of subscriptions too, where you get charged monthly, but those are for yarn, instead of doing all that mess, you just pay the one time, and then you automatically get all these patterns. And it's really fun, especially towards the end of the year, where you're like, man, I'm still getting patterns. How many were included in this? And you feel like you're really making out. Anyway, so this was the first installment of that. And y'all, are you prepared? Because this is amazing. Look at that cuff. It's a cabled cuff, which I have never in my life even thought to do that. You just think 2x2 rib, right? 1x1 rib. That's what you think of for cuffs. To throw a cable on there, how fun are these socks? I've already got a heel on this one. I did a heel flap and gusset, and I've already picked up and started working on those gusset decreases. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely obsessed. I knew these two yarns were gonna work really fun together, but never in my life did I imagine it would be this cute. And I suddenly never want to do a plain cuff again. I want them all to be cabled because how fun is this? And I hope that this is how I feel throughout the whole year of her cuff club this year, because the thought of putting like lace in the cuffs and all these different things, I'm just like getting really excited about sock knitting again. Granted, I never lost any excitement for sock knitting. It's something I constantly have on the go, but you can still get more excited, right? Anyway, if you saw my light bulb stitch markers, that is because I like to mark every 10 stitches. I'm sorry, every 10 rows, so that it's just easier to count. So you can tell on this one I did, so obviously you start at the cuff, you're working your way this way. So I did 10, 20, 30, 40. I didn't put one in there because as soon as I hit 40, I started to the other color to do my heel flapping gusset. So it's a 40 row leg. And then I have the match to it. I'm about to put my cuff on. So you can see I'm at 10, 20, 30, and I hit the 40 mark. And all I have to do now is add the heel to this one, and it will be caught up to the other one. So that's where we're at on these. And oh my gosh, you guys, let's just one more time admire how fun. Sorry for the nails, but how fun is that cuff? It's so different. I know if you're not into sock knitting, you're probably like, okay, it's just a little cable. Y'all, this is like innovative. This is fun. I'm thrilled. So that's that project. Absolutely loving it. And that's all I have on the needles right now. I have something else. A swatch. It's not a perfect swatch. Don't come at me. But it is a swatch, and it's enough of one that I was able to get a beautiful count with my brand new tool. I'll insert a picture right here. This is from, is it Twice Sheared Sheep? I think it's from Twice Sheared Sheep. I'll throw it up here if I am wrong, but it is a awesome gauge tool where you just line it up with your stitches, and wherever it lines up on the chart, that's how many stitches per inch you're getting. So instead of having to like mark everything off, or I have another tool where it just like shows you a little window and you just have to sit there and count. And I don't know if I'm alone in this. I hope not, probably not. But every time I do that, my eyes like do this cross thing, or like I don't know how to explain it. They like do something weird, and I like have to keep like blinking my eyes and trying to recount again, especially when it's a smaller gauge like this. So this was 26 stitches per 4 inches. The pattern called for 25. I'm calling 26 enough. I think it's gonna work out great. But this swatch is for the Skyline Tee by Tori Yu. I'm absolutely thrilled to start this project. This is my first ever time ordering from Pearl Soho. I know, where have I been? Under a rock? I've admired Pearl Soho forever. I've watched countless people make projects out of their beautiful yarns, and they were running like a 23% off or something like that. And I was like, you know what? It's finally time. I'm going to try this linen quill that I hear literally like everyone talk about. I'm going to try it for myself. And y'all, this little swatch has me so excited. Look at how pretty that is. This color is Red Poppy. Like I said, I'm doing the Skyline Tee, but I'm going to continue down with the sleeves. So I haven't looked yet. If there's decreases on the sleeves, I might just omit those. I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what I'm doing different, but I'm going to follow the whole pattern, and then I'm going to lengthen the sleeves. So whatever I need to do to make that happen and make it look right, that's what I'm doing. She does offer a long-sleeved version of the Skyline, but I believe it's in DK weight, and I don't want a DK. I want a fingering weight sweater. So I'm just going with the T and then just lengthen the sleeves. That's what I'm going to do. So how pretty is this? It's kind of similar actually to the color that she used in her sample. Again, I'll throw a picture here, and I'm just so excited about this. I also got the same yarn since they were running that sale in the color Blue Blue is what it was called, and it is a stunning blue. And that one I'm going to make, I can't think of what it's called. It's by Isabel Kramer. Anyway, that's upcoming. I haven't even swatched for it yet. Although it's same weight yarn, I'll have to see what she calls for. This called for a US 3. And like I said, I am calling it on gauge because I got 26 per 4 inches and it calls for 25. And I feel like I didn't stretch or do anything with this. So I think it's going to be fine. I did wet block this and just let it sit. Obviously, I didn't pin it out or anything. See how the edges are curling? And if you aren't super familiar with knitting, it's very common for stockinette stitch, which is the standard stitch where it's only knits that you see on the front and pearls on the back. For a stockinette stitch, it is very common for the edges to curl. There's actually more yarn. Let me think. There's more yarn being used on the knit side. On the purl side, I guess? Is that why it would curl that way? I don't know. Science, y'all. Knitting science. Anyway, it causes the edges to curl. Not a big deal, because all you need to measure your gauge is in the center anyway. And then look, I had plenty of that. I did not stretch this out. I didn't pin it out. I did exactly what you're supposed to do for a gauge. I wet blocked it, and I laid it flat to dry, and then I measured it. So, just going to pat myself on the back for doing all the things I was supposed to do for my pattern. So that's coming up, and I'm very excited about it. Also this weekend, I was sewing like crazy. So let's get a sneak peek. I just released my Spooky Cozy collection in my shop, and y'all, it's good. I am crazy about it. So let's start with the bags. I'm only going to show you a few, but I think I put maybe 46 new listings on my page. Yeah, there's like 20, I think there's like 20 project bags. No, there's like 15, I don't know. There's a bunch of project bags in both the 3 to 4 skein size and the 1 to 2 skein size. There's wristlets, there's mini wallets. I did not do any notions pouches this time, but I have a little bit of fabric left that maybe I will get around to those. We'll see. If you find things you love on there and you want the AirPod case or earbud case / notions pouch, it's all the same thing. Let me know and we'll see what we can do. But I'm excited to show you a tiny sampling of what I've just put in there. So this bag is one of my favorites. This is one that was hard to post because I was like, I kind of want to just keep it, but I can't do that with everything. So this is a very Beetlejuice looking bag. How fun is that stripe? It's got the purple zipper. It's got the green interior. This is a 3 to 4 skein project bag. It easily holds 3 to 4 100-gram skeins. And then obviously as you're using the yarn and turning it into a project, the project also fits in here. I opted out of putting pockets in these just because I didn't feel like it, I guess. But yeah, so that's one of them. And then I called it Spooky Cozy because I also have some cozy little fall prints. So I got these mushroom prints. Look at how fun this is. This is one of the brighter ones. There's also, I'll show you here in a second, some darker ones. This particular one has a brown zipper and this hunter green interior. Again, this is the 3 to 4 skein. So for me, I mean, that's a shirt, fingering weight sweater. You know, I can fit all that in these. In fact, that's what I have my, oh, it's right here. This is that project that I was just showing you the swatch from. It's got 4 skeins in here, 400-gram skeins, and they fit perfectly. So this is ready for that skyline tee that I'm about to start. This is one of the bags. I think I actually have another one of these still in the shop as well, that print. And then these are 1 to 2 skein projects. Look how fun this is. So some of the prints in the Spooky Cozy collection are these really fun black and white. The whole like Halloween section, I can't say that, A lot of them are black and white, but there's also some, if you've been around for a minute, there are some that are thrifted items. So I went and bought a skirt, a couple shirts, just some items at Goodwill, and I harvested that fabric and turned it into project bags. So those are in here too. I do have a couple of those in the mini wallets here to show you, but there are project bags out of those as well. But this one is a 1 to 2 skein, perfect for sock projects, tanks, things like this, all kinds of things. Obviously, you could use these for other things besides knitting too, but this is a knitting podcast, so we're gonna focus on that. Anyway, here's this one. It's got witches and owls and moons and jack-o'-lanterns. It's so fun. It's got this neon zipper. Look how bright that is. And then the purple interior. I really had fun playing with like the purples and greens together and then throwing in that bit of neon. It's been a good time. And then here's one of the darker, cozy mushroom prints. Look how fun that one is. They're just such vibrant colors. I also had a lot of fun on these. Look at how my stitches, do you see that? I did like some different, it's that way on this one too. I really had fun with that. Like, it looks like a crack. I thought that went with like the whole spooky, cozy vibe where it looks like a crack. It's just a decorative stitch on my machine. But I had fun playing with those this time too. Whereas like on this Beetlejuice looking one, I did just standard straight stitches, but I did it in a diamond print because of the up and down stripes. I just thought that was a fun change. All right, back to this bag. It's got the orange interior. So all the colors kind of coordinate together, and I'm just loving it. I've got wristlets. There's a ton of these. Got a bunch of different solid colors, all in that same, like there's a whole color palette with purples and greens, oranges, browns, blacks, and then the black and white. A lot of these are the prints. Look how cute that is. And all of my wristlets have some kind of a little charm, and it varies. Some are like these more pumpkins and such. Look how cute this little guy is. He's so cute. And I just made them all coordinate. This has got a little ghosty. See the little ghosty? So there's a bunch of different ones of those. And then here's just a quick sampling of some of the mini wallets. These are great. These will hold a credit card, cash, gum, you know, all the little things you want to take on the go. These have a little lanyard hook. I don't know what you call this. But you can hook it, you know, you can mix and match all these. You can hook this to your keychain thing. And then here's your on the go. Or you can hook it to your purse. You can hook it inside of another bag. The possibilities are endless. So this one and this one, these are from some of those harvested fabrics that I got at the Goodwill that I told you about. This is also from one of those. So you can see it's got some fun prints in there. And then I played around with these solids. Look, I did the fun little like zigzag stitch on this. This one's got the cute little stripes. And then I did teal with that. I loved how I had the teal. Like some of these charms had teal, and I just loved how it all was working together. So I threw some teal zippers on these bright green ones. She's got the white interior. Anyway, that's just a handful of things. There are so many more. Like I said, I think it was like 49 listings. And some of those listings are like all these solid color scrunchy wristlets are all in one listing, right? But there's like 7 different colors, I think. Yeah, there's a lot to check out. So I hope that you will. If you enjoyed any bit of this today, please don't hesitate to subscribe below. I'm very, very slowly gathering followers. I think before I hit record on that very first episode, which this is episode 5 right now, so we're still at the beginning here, y'all. I had 4 subscribers because I just hadn't used my channel at all. And I'm up to, I think it was 74. So I feel like that's good progress in such a short time. I'm definitely having a blast with this. I love when people are commenting and interacting. That was the whole point. It's kind of the point, right? I wanted to get more involved in the knitting community, and people ask me about knitting all the time, like local people. So I thought, well, this is a fun way for me to just kind of share this huge passion that I have. and share my other way that I've jumped into that community, which is my Etsy page, and just kind of bring it all together and show it to the people. And I'm glad that it's being received so well. So before I leave, let me just touch base on what I'm listening to. Y'all know I'm a huge Audible fan. If you're new here, maybe you don't know that, but I'm constantly listening to Audible books. I really like the psychological dramas and psychological thrillers. That's probably a better way to say it. Anyway, the book I'm currently listening to is called Pretty Things, and that is by Janelle Brown. And it's really good. It's really cute. Not cute. That's probably not the right word for it. It's really interesting. She's developing the characters well. I'm seeing how, okay, so I see how they're playing together here. How's this all gonna come together? So it's got my wheels spinning for sure. Haven't really watched anything on TV. Like I said, we've been on the go like crazy. We had my son, our oldest son's 18th birthday on Friday. That was crazy. I definitely got emotional. So we celebrated him. My husband and I were both off work and got to spend some time with him. I think we had all of our meals with him that day, which that's kind of unheard of anymore, right? Because we're all coming and going all the time. And then they had their black gold. Our kids, we have two sons. They both play football, and our school colors are black and gold. So we had a scrimmage on Friday, which was the black and gold scrimmage, us versus us, right? Just a chance to kind of showcase what they're doing. And then the next morning, Saturday, we call it the mom's practice, and it is such a blast. We do it once a year, right before games start, and all of us moms are invited to join our boys on the field, and they run us through some of their football drills. So that was an absolute blast. This is our third year doing it at our school. Like I said, I have a freshman and a senior this year. So this coach came in my oldest son's sophomore year, and so we've done this for 3 years now, and it is such a blast. We laugh so hard out there. But also, I threw some pretty decent spirals, I'm not gonna lie. My son is a backup quarterback, so I got to run some of the quarterback drills. He plays 5 different positions. He plays both sides of the ball. He's out on the field all the time. And one of the many positions is to be the backup for the quarterback if they need it. So I had to run, or got to. I'm gonna stick with got to. Run some of the quarterback drills, and it was fun. And yeah, having my son be like, "No, Mom, that was actually really good. You threw it right where you're supposed to." I was like, "Thanks." What can I say? So yeah, it was a good time. It was really fun. It's just it's a fun, relaxed thing to do. Relaxed meaning no pressure, but not relaxed because we're running around a football field with our boys. But it was a blast, an absolute blast. So if your schools don't do those kinds of things, I highly encourage you to get it started because it's really fun. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling now. We still have some friends coming to town today who we haven't seen in years. And so I'm excited to see them this evening. And then it's back to the grind tomorrow morning. Get up, do my 5 a.m. workout, and head to work. So yeah, good times. I'm glad we had a busy, productive, fun-filled weekend. And I'm very glad that you were here to join me today. So thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing some of your time with me, listening, and I hope that you'll comment below whatever it is that struck you in this, and I hope you'll come back next week. So I think that's all I've got. Thank you so much, and take care. See you next week.